Merton Jarbo is a very talented and ambitious man. It started as a young man, early teens, when he was able to take an outboard motor apart, do whatever needed to be done to the motor, and put it all back again, and it ran. He also could do the same thing with a lawnmower. As time progressed, he was able to build two boats. The second one was equipped well enough that he could run in the races, hydroplane races, at St. Michael's Yacht Club. He was also very honest and hardworking, and I'm sure that trait has carried through to him while he was working at Otis Elville. He also was a very kind person. I was treated as part of their family, and I recall one instance particularly that his father said, "Merton, I think we need to go to New York and tour as a family." Merton's next response was, "Can Louis go with us?" And Mr. Harvey said, "If Louis Drop the Gun wants to go, sure he can go." So, and there were other expressions of kindness and compassion constantly being set in my direction. And it was a family thing. However, Merton, at a young age, certainly was the leader in most of those expressions. Merton he also was ambitious, and he cut grass, and he worked in his father in the canning factory up in McDaniel without any preferential treatment because his father was president of the corporation. Can we stop for a second? He went to the University of Maryland and graduated, as I understand it, with a degree that was called Education for Industry. He said to me one time, I don't know why they hired me, because the class standing, I was pretty low. But they told me that they were looking for a country boy with a good work ethic. So I guess I fit. It was okay. He shared with me that Otis had him in a training program that lasted several years. Merton, like it was seen, was in line for a good work career with Otis Elevator. I have a little tidbit of information that is kind of unique. Over the years, even though my son had only been in Merton's company for a short period of time, I developed a habit of calling him Merton. And Lee is someone who tactfully would correct anything that he thought was inappropriate. But he apparently thought that was not, and never did correct it. So that's one of many memories of Merton. And what else can I say? But catch you later, Merton.
How did you first meet Merton?
When we were both little boys, about 3 years old. And my father went around to visit his father, and Merton and I got there on the floor. And before long, I don't know how he learned it, but he was wrestling. And he pinned me to the floor pretty fast at a young age.
Huh?
Yeah, that would be a good beginning.
Huh? And you didn't see much of him when he lived in New York or Connecticut, right? But when he came back, you've caught up a few times, right?
That's right. I first thought that there was a difference that had changed maybe both of us, but after time I realized that was not the case, and our friendship developed once again as grown men.
Yeah. And you knew the whole family, right?
Huh?
You knew the whole family, right? You knew his whole family, his parents and his sister and his brother, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And his father used to say, "Louis, drop the gun. Are you going to wait for Nancy And she'd laugh and I'd laugh. She was about 10 years younger than I was. And I've always felt that Nancy did the right thing, but I didn't wait.
All right. Any last words?
I can't think of anything, Lee.
Yeah. What would you tell him if he was here right now?
Thank you, Merton, for being such a great part of my life.